Yo, what's going on, guys? Turner here, and welcome back to another video. Alright, I'm gonna set this phone up a certain way. Okay, good. Anywho, that's my blanket over there, don't it? I have it in view. Oh well. Anywho, today I'm going to be talking about five, so to speak, maybe 5 things to get a gamer for Christmas, like 5 gifts for a gamer. So number 1, I'm going to say controllers. A gamer can never have enough controllers, especially if he's a PlayStation 4 or Xbox gamer. Controllers are a number 1 thing, especially number 1 if they're a hothead and they're constantly dropping them. You can never have enough controllers. Because sometimes you may have friends over who want to play with you, like Call of Duty or something. So, you need controllers. So yeah. Another thing, games. Never, ever can a gamer have too many games. Especially if you're playing an older system like a PS2. Because these dang things, because these things right here, for a PS2, they hold so much for so little. But then again, games didn't really have much. Plus, it always made you overwrite your save that you already had. So, which is kind of iffy. Because if you corrupt something, you can't get it back. Unless you work your way back to it. Which is why it's best to have 2 memory cards on hand or more with the same save files on there. That way, if you have the same save files on your memory card, well, guess what? If one card gets corrupted and you can't wipe the whole thing clean, throw it away, pick up your other one that's got all the same save files, pop it in, there you go. Another thing is, so I already said games, and since we're already on the topic of memory cards, number 3, memory cards for if you play on some of the older systems like PlayStation 2, GameCube, even the Xbox, the original Xbox. You could actually put a memory unit in the back of the controller, and that's how you could watch movies on it. And yeah, that's definitely something to get. Is memory units, tons of them. Even for PlayStation 4, Sony has 1 terabyte data banks that you can plug it in and just save whatever you want, which goes along with the whole games thing. I have a 500 megabyte PS4, so if I wanted to play every single game that I actually have, I don't have a lot of room for it. So yeah. And then number 4, well, headset. Gamers, some of you gamers who like to stream like I do, you need a headset so we can talk. Or, let's say you're not even streaming and you don't have any friends on, but you don't want to wake anybody up in the back of the house if you're playing in the middle of the night or something. Headset always helps, because all you have to do, you can plug it into this little port on the controller if you have the newer systems like the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. You can plug it into the little port here, and you can play. No sound coming out of the TV, it's all coming through here and out your headset. Let's see, that was number 4, and then number 5 would have to be game systems. One of my friends always had, and I'm going to tell you this, one of my friends always had backup PS2s. Because if one PS2 broke, luckily the memory unit wasn't, well, darn it. It's a good thing these things are practically indestructible. basically the memory card for a PS2 is interchangeable, which is really why I prefer. Or this is why, if you're gonna be someone playing older games, don't get the remastered versions on newer systems. Get the originals and get original systems for the game, or get the games for the original systems and get original systems, because the original systems most likely have one of these or any external memory unit. The reason I say backup game systems, especially if it's an older one like a PS2, GameCube, Xbox, so on and so forth, with an external memory unit, is because if your game system itself breaks, you still have your memory. And you don't have to start all the way over and buy a new game system. Now, of course, if my PS4 breaks and I don't want to have to get another PS4, what I might do is just wait and get an Xbox with a racing setup. But that's for an entirely different time, just in case. But like I was saying, game systems. Gamers love game systems. That's why they're gamers, because they obviously have a game system, and they just started practicing and practicing and practicing. Yeah, and then a bonus one would have to be a PC. So many gamers game on PCs these days that it's almost uncommon to even go on YouTube and find someone who games on a PS4. Plus, with a PC, you can mod everything. That's actually one of the reasons I really wish Sony still had the internet for the PS2, but hey, it's cool. Is because the we'll get a little off topic here. The PS2 is actually, it was able to be secondary as a PC, which is really cool, because if I took my PS2, used the PC part of it, I could take Underground, Need for Speed Underground 2, and put mods on it. Or if I had GTA San Andreas on the PS2, which I kind of broke my own rule there, because my PS2 wouldn't play GTA San Andreas. I used to have it, but it quit playing, so I gave the copy to my friend, my best friend, and then I got a PS2 Classic on the PS4. And see, that's one of the reasons I like the internet required games, because the internet saves your stuff. Meaning, if I was to delete Need for Speed and put it on another PS4, like Need for Speed 2015, if I was to delete it off of this one and then get another PS4 and put Need for Speed 2015 back on there, I would still have all my saved data. Something you can't do with games like GTA, Need for Speed Payback, let's see, what else? Anything that is not internet required. Meaning, if it requires internet, you have a better chance if you break your PS4 or game system that you may have in general, the internet required systems will, or the internet required games will be saved. Which is why a lot of times internet required games are actually better. But they're not better in terms of, what if you don't have Wi-Fi or any internet at all? So, anyway, back to what I was talking about. The number 6 best thing, the bonus best thing, is PC. Because Steam Link, and just Steam in general, and mods. Think about this. If you have mods and Steam Link, or just Steam has all of your saved data for the PC. So if you ended up crashing your PC and you needed to get another one, go on ahead, and Steam has all your saved data. Which is really why I'm thinking about one day, if I can, getting a gaming PC with a racing simulator. But yeah. Anywho, these are really the 6 best gifts to get a gamer. And you know what? Since I'm already on here, basically, I can tell you 3 and 1. Because I'm a gamer, guitar player, and a car guy, or car enthusiast rather. So basically, we already got the gamer out of the way. So let's go to guitar player. I'm gonna do 3 things that you should always get a guitar player. Regular picks, something plastic. Now, of course, if you're one of those metal guitar players who just wants to thrash on their guitar, heavy picks are for you, man. Something that's not as flimsy, something that you can get that chunk in there, and just a heavy, a really thick pick that cannot bend. That's something you need. But it should not be anything other than plastic. Steel, that can tear up your strings. Emerald can tear up your strings. Basically, the ones that are made from rock can tear up your strings, but they are really good looking, so you can use those for collectibles. So I guess that's 2 different style of picks. And then number 2, or should I say rather, number 2 is strings. Every guitar player really needs strings, and a lot of them, because if you're like me, luckily I've been lucky not to break these strings. The strings I have on my Epiphone I've had for almost a year now, and the strings on the PV have been on there for I don't even know how long. But yeah, it's just strings. That's really something that everybody needs. Every guitar player needs. And then number 3, cables. Cables, and more cables. Especially, and this is going to be a bonus here, especially if you have pedals, which is something else that a lot of guitar players need. Do they need them? No. Do they want them to sound cool? Yes. Do they sound cool? Yes. But the only pedal I have is a distortion. I had a wah, but I forgot what the heck happened to it. I remember it broke, and I was gonna try and fix it, but I guess meh. But cables. That is something that all guitar players really need, is cables, especially if they use an amp. Yeah. And then car guys. Car enthusiasts, what do they need? Well, that's simple. Tire shine, car wax, a car cover if they don't have a garage, or even seat covers. Some people like seat covers. And there's some people I know who can do upholstery, and they have a car with cloth seats, but they want to convert it to leather. Get leather stitching. But yeah, seat covers, leather, stuff like that. It's the thought that counts. So you can go with the cheapest but best thing you can possibly find, and give it to them, and they will probably love it. They love anything to do with cars. That's a fact. So anything good for a car, like maybe something that I would think of. One of my friends he'd probably be driving downtown with dice hanging from his mirror or something. But something that would definitely be good for cleaning the car. Car cleaning supplies, like I said, car wax, tire shine, rim cleaners, uh, um, even the towels, the wash mitt, the polish rags. I'm trying to remember what the other one is. Basically, if you want to find out any of the car stuff, go and watch Chris Fix. That's all I have to say. Watch Chris Fix's newest video that was uploaded earlier today. That's all I gotta say. Anywho, this has been top whatever between my three favorite subjects: gaming, guitars, and cars. So, guys, if you want any more tips on anything, another thing that you can get gamers, a TV. Especially for console gamers, because, you know, especially if they have little kids that live around. I used to have that same problem. Whenever my sister was younger, my TV would fall all the time. And this TV that I've got right now, I've had the longest of time, surprisingly. So, yeah. This is actually my longest lasting TV that I've got right here behind you, so... Anywho, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that this video helps you out a little bit on what to get some of them. But, yes, gamers. My controller, I'll just go ahead and tell you this. My controller here has been messing up quite a bit in the right joystick here. Every time I go to do this, the controller sensor thinks that I'm holding the joystick this way. Yeah. Which is really a pain whenever I'm trying to play GTA and drive. Because, you know, can't exactly drive whenever your camera's trying to spin around the car. Whenever you're hitting the gas. Think about that. But yeah, if someone's got messed up controllers or something, new controllers. Definitely a biggie. Matter of fact, I'm going to do the next best thing here. The best things to get someone who does all three. Controllers for the game system. Strings for his guitar. Picks for his guitar. Let's say wax for washing and making his car look good, and some other stuff. Basically, the car stuff, watch Chris Fix. He lists everything better than I do. Basically, all I'm doing is the gaming stuff here, because I do gaming more than I do anything else, mostly because I'm a car enthusiast who doesn't have a car. I love the car community, I just don't have a car. Used to, but it broke. Yeah, that story I forgot to tell y'all. My F-150 gone. But I am working on getting a new car, so yay. I'm hoping I can find, if I'm able to afford one, I might, I do mean might, looking at trying to get me a 1983 Corolla. But not just any Corolla. I'm going to try and get one imported. It's going to be a 1983 Trueno AE86. Thanks, Initial D. But yeah, it's going to take some doing. I'm going to have to try and find a job, which is going to take up a good chunk of my time. So guys, that being said, if I get a job, I may have to start working out a schedule for uploads and streams, which I haven't been streaming on this channel in a while. I've been streaming. I have a secondary channel, which is, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, not as appropriate as this one. Meaning if you're in the in your teens, you can go ahead and go check that one out. It's just Duco 1 Hazard 2. Yeah. I have a secondary channel, guys. It's not as appropriate. and I'm doing a couple more games. I have a little bit of a GTA, and then I have. Well, I'm not gonna be doing GTA as much on there, but yeah. And then Fortnite and Call of Duty. And I actually have Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter, which I've been playing quite often. Neverwinter's pretty fun. So, I've been doing story missions on there. I'm actually thinking about starting a whole new story on the secondary channel so that way they can follow along. So, with that being said, guys, I hope y'all like this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.